If you've been using social media in the last few days, you've definitely read about the Hollow Island, or at least heard about it from your friendship group, right? In today's video, we're going to try to understand what's really happened in this case, why the island is hollow, and why it is such a mystery to people. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, tag along because I'm Tiago Tadeo. Leave a comment too, and welcome to the Upside Down. Ever since Google Maps was launched, it has created a category of users who are people whose hobby it is to explore every corner of our planet. Through, of course, that wonderful digital platform. Because of this, we have already come to know several mysterious points that were only found within Google Maps. These localization explorers were able to find truly amazing scenes, such as the cult of pigeon-headed people in the prefecture of Tamagawa Joshui Station near the city of Tokyo, Japan. In it, we can see through the street view 8 masked people with silicone pigeon heads lined up in a row, almost as if they were opening a path for us there, which is a very unsettling ritual-like situation, right? Or also the enigmatic case of the 3-legged woman from Croatia. You can clearly see a third leg there, and this has also become news worldwide on social media. However, as we didn't have an official comment from the girl in the image, it is not possible to know if we are talking about a genetic mutation or a glitch in Google Maps software. Another example of this is that famous photo that went viral of a pier that gives off the impression that some crime happened there. But apparently it was just a stain from a sunburn on that exposed wood. And of course, seen from above, it gave out the illusion. Now, more recently, a new coordinate has turned the internet upside down, guys. I'm talking, of course, about the mysterious Hollow Island. While many of the users who braved through Google Maps, like great navigators, ended up limiting themselves to the Earth's surface, right? Because that's where most of the magic happens, we are creators of sinister things. However, as Google Maps offers satellite images, users have the option of spending their free time looking at the blue immensity of our little planet, and that's where the question of this video comes in. Now, more recently, one of these people happened upon the Hollow Island at some point, and out of curiosity about what they were seeing, they wanted to share their finding on the internet. In the image, we can see a formation in the water that is a triangular shape with a rounded edge with a huge well in its middle. At first, they didn't quite understand what they were seeing, imagining that they might even have found something supernatural. The user then took his information to a community about the topic on Reddit, where the image ended up going viral and becoming one of the main topics of the day worldwide. After much discussion, users came to the conclusion that it must really be an island, as we can see waves and sandbanks formations on all sides. The hole in its center would therefore be a censorship job done by the company that provided the map. This is something that can be seen in several other places, especially when we are talking about strategic points for countries, such as military bases, for example. They leave it there strategically censored so that no one can see what's going on there. Know the location further anyway. There's a lot of things that we can understand, right? Making a portion of users come to the conclusion that there was something important there that should not be found. However, others reported that they actually believe that the image is the result of a system failure. No, I'm not talking about the Matrix, okay? Although that would be very interesting in this case here. If we were to place each of the Google Maps images manually, it would be endless work. Thus, to make this possible, algorithms were used that automated the creation of the virtual environment. Because of this, it is expected that several bugs will happen. But as we are talking about a random point in the middle of the ocean, it would be very difficult for the company to develop an interest in fixing this bug, right? Since there would be financial expenses, right? A lot of money to fix something that doesn't affect the usability of the platform at all. As the discovery spread across the internet, several other theories and conspiracies were created, ranging from more elaborate stories to stories of aliens and even new world orders. Or even this one, which would be that this would be the island of Lost itself. Anyone who has seen Lost knows what I'm talking about. And I'll tell you this, maybe it's not so easy to get out of there, you know? The only way to get a definitive answer on this case would be through an official statement made by the company, explaining exactly the reason for that formation to be that way. However, despite the efforts of the community, this doubt did not reach the company, which so far has not made any comments about this finding. Thus, without an official position, everything remains theories and conspiracies, making the doubt about what really happens on the island, which is worth noting, Hollow Island, become one of the great mysteries of humanity, standing next to the mystery of how all of this started and how it will all end. But then that's it, guys. Did you know Hollow Island? What did you think of it? Leave in the comments what you think. I want to know your opinion. It is very important to me, okay? We'll see you in the next video. Be well, and until next time.